Hello everyone, it's Lighthouse Angel Messages. Today I have a love reading for Taurus. So if you're not a Taurus and the title has resonated with you, this message still could be for you. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But we're going to go ahead and see what Spirit would like to tell you and guide you when it comes to your love life. And I drew this card for your overall energy. It's number 18. You could be seeing number 18 or number 9. It says, embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. And I'm feeling like the overall energy I'm getting with this is embrace your emotions. Whatever is deep down within you that you have been avoiding to heal, you need to allow it to come to the surface. Okay? You need to heal those deep wounds, okay, that are keeping you from being able to love yourself and love others the way that you're meant to love, okay, and receive love. All right, let's see what else. Spirit, what else do you have to guide Taurus in their love life? Sorrow, loss, grief, and depression. Okay? So, Taurus, this might be what you're going through now, or you're going to be going through. Feeling loss, grief, or depression. Maybe you're going through a breakup or feeling lost. Spirit's telling you need to embrace these emotions. You need to allow these feelings to come from the surface. This could be something from the past that you didn't deal with. That's deep down, right? That you need to heal. You need to allow that to come to the surface. It needs to be healed because it's holding you back. Okay, Taurus, let's see what else. What else does Taurus need? You have to feel those feelings in order to release them, or you're going to carry them around with, additional baggage into your next relationship, right? And it's just going to create more havoc. You need to embrace the loss. This also could be, it could be a loss of a parent, partner, some kind of loss that you went through that maybe you turned your back on and just kept it moving. It's holding you back. You need to feel that. Whatever that loss is for you. It could be a loss of a childhood. Maybe you felt like you had to grow up really fast, right? And you never got to experience that. Whatever is making you feel that loss, you need to embrace those feelings. It says divine timing. It says wrong timing, stalemate, perfect timing, waiting. Okay? You need to allow divine timing in your life, right? Allow them to work things out in your life. You need to surrender and stop trying to control the narrative, right? Or trying to control the timing. There's divine timing at play here. Okay? There's divine timing at play here. Over something that you lost. Or you feel like you lost. Right? Okay. What else does Taurus need to know about your love life? Unbreakable love. I also am going to pull out at the bottom of the deck. You have open yourself to love. I feel like this is something you lost in the past. It's holding you back. Maybe it closed you up, right? But let's start out with unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. All right? But there's something that needs to be released here. And divine timing is at play. And then it says, open yourself to love. It is safe for you to let your heart be seen. Don't be scared. You may be scared of love because of this loss. And it's causing things to become stalemate here. You need to embrace your emotions. You need to feel whatever this loss is. And surrender to the journey. Okay? Let's see. I'm going to see what does this person thing, if you lost a person, I'm going to see what they have to say. What does this person want to say to Taurus? I don't know who I am anymore. Okay. You know, and this message could be, you could be dealing with a Taurus. This could be a Taurus saying this to you. Just keep that in mind if that resonates, okay? I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. Okay? I have to let you go to find myself. Okay? This person, you know, trust the divine on what's happening right now. Embrace your emotions that are coming up, because this is part of the divine timing. This person needs to find themselves. They went through something. They don't like who they are. They know you deserve better. And they know they need to find themselves. So if you're still connected to this person, you need to just, you know, operate out of love and kindness and support for this person, because, you know, they're going through their own pain right now. And I think you know you deserve better. Let this person find themselves, right? But be there for them and support, you know, with genuine love. And still allow yourself to be open to new love. Okay? All right, let's see what other messages Spirit has from the compass box regarding this love situation. And I'm also getting, I want a couple more. That this divine timing might be a new love. Okay? You know, and I'm also getting, this is an unbreakable love that you have with this person. But they need to find them. They need to work on themselves right now. So their divine has stepped in, and they want you to be open to new love. Okay. But you need to embrace your emotions. You need to feel what you need to feel right now to move on for this. You are trauma bonded when you don't. Okay, let me start out. I'm sorry. You are trauma bonded when you don't like them anymore. They are negatively affecting your health and well-being. You are miserable, and yet you still can't let them go. You are trauma bonded when you don't like them anymore. They are negatively affecting your health and well-being. You are miserable, and yet you still can't let them go. You may have a trauma bond with this person, or they may be trauma bonded to you. Okay, and it's going to make it a little bit harder to release them. But Spirit wants you to release them so they can work on themselves. Dream, then chase it. Okay? Dream, then chase it. Maybe you've been dreaming about something, or you have a dream. They want you to go after it. Come to me, who all are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. It's from the book of Matthew. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. The divine is asking you to come to them. They're here to guide you. They're here to heal you. They're here to enlighten you and give you the support that you need to work through this loss, this healing that you need that has created some kind of trauma bond. You have a dream here that you want to chase. And Spirit wants you to chase it, but you got to do this healing. Perhaps the butterfly is proof that you can go through a great deal of darkness yet become something beautiful. Perhaps the butterfly is proof that you can go through a great deal of darkness yet become something beautiful. This is what Spirit wants for you. They want you, and depending on where you are in your timeline, you may have already gone through the darkness and now you've become a butterfly. And that's why divine timing is here saying, you know what, you're ready for new love now. This person is trauma bonded to you because they haven't done their healing. And now your dream has arrived and now you need to start chasing it. And I'm hearing Spirit say they're so proud of you. If you've already done that healing, right? You know, trauma bonds can be very difficult because you can understand what that person went through, right? But it's like, it can become like an energy vampire where it just sucks the life out of you. And next thing you know, you no longer feel yourself. You no longer feel like you once did, right? It just feels like the life is being sucked, and so just because you can understand what this person went through, don't let them guilt you into staying, okay? Because this trauma that they went through, you've bonded with them because maybe you have the same kind of trauma as this person, and you healed and they haven't. Or it could be that you both haven't healed yet. That could be, for some of you out there. But, trauma bond is not going to bring you to your dream, right? You both have healing you need to do in order to be the best versions of yourself where you can love yourself unconditionally. When it's affecting you negatively, it's affecting your health, it's affecting your well-being. You're feeling miserable. You don't even know who you are anymore. You need to release it so you can work on yourself. You are not your mistakes. They are what you did, not who you are. If this could be somebody's sorrow that they're going through because of the mistakes they made in the past, they are not what you did. They are what you did, not who you are. I apologize. Your mistakes don't have to dictate your future, okay? It's what you do with those mistakes, which really they aren't mistakes. They're lessons. They're meant to teach you something, and they're meant for you to turn them into power and enlightenment and healing in your life. They're not meant to keep you stuck there. You can't grow that way. If you stay stuck, you become a victim. And you're more than that. Normalize silence. Work out without music. Walk without your phone. Sit in a room with your thoughts and nothing else. Magic happens when you get it space to exist. They want you to sit in your thoughts and allow spirit to come in and speak to you. It's like you're running away through distractions with music, your phone, they want you to sit in silence so they can speak to you. Meditation would be a great option to be able to get those downloads and that healing. Things money can't buy: manners, morals, respect, character, common sense, trust, patience, class, integrity, and love. If you're somebody who chases money, or you feel like money is the everything, Spirit's here to tell you it's not. Because all the things that God values the most cannot be bought. And why are you focusing on money? Because God has your back. They're here to heal you. They're here to speak to you. But it's like you may be focusing on money and not these things that are more important than money. This might be where you've lost your way, Taurus. This may be, if this is Taurus going through this sorrow, and this is how they're feeling, this might be one of the reasons. You're all focused on money. Money, 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 money. But you lack all these other things in your life, and you're like, well, why is my life, like this, right? There are some things that are missing. You need to be focusing on these things and not focusing so much as money as your identity. The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust Him. Okay? The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in Him. And that's what I've been saying. You need to go to God with your troubles, your wounds, your deep-rooted traumas that have makes you bonded to other people. So you can start chasing your dreams. You need to invite Him in. He needs to be the focus in your life. Enjoy the little things, right? You need to start enjoying the little things in life. Get out in nature. Do things you enjoy. You have a dream, you need to chase it and focus on the little things along the journey, the little celebrations, right? The little achievements. And I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Psalm 27:13. And God wants you to remain confident that you're going to see good things come out of this. When you focus on yourself and healing yourself, right? Good things are going to come out of this. They want you to have faith and confidence. Man says, show me and I'll trust you. God says, trust me and I'll show you. Psalm 126, verse 6. If you are somebody who says, yeah, I'll believe it when you show me, if you're saying, you know what, I don't believe that's going to happen, until I see it. And God's saying, I need you to trust me because I'm going to show you. I need you to trust and have faith that working on yourself is going to bring in your dreams. Okay? You've got to release those blocks that are keeping you stuck and stagnant. In order to do so, you're going to have to heal that. Make things happen. I feel like there's a light something's going to go off within you. There's going to be an idea, something. And it's going to start getting the wheel moving. It's going to start getting things moving in your life. Some ideas going to come in. Things are going to start moving. Maybe you're going to start taking action on this. It says, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore, I have continued my faithfulness to you. Jeremiah 31:3. God is telling you, I have had an everlasting love and continue to have faithfulness to you. They want you to keep having this love, keep having the faith, right? Because things are gonna start happening for you, but you got to continue to have the faith and love in the divine. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. 2 Timothy 1:7. They don't want you to sit in fear. And you need to step in your personal power of love and self-control. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the power within you to chase your dreams, to have self-control. Okay? Maybe you're somebody who struggled with addiction in the past. I'm getting. And they don't want you to sit in fear about that you have the power within you. Good words are worth much and cost little. Good words are worth much and cost little. You need to speak positive words, not only to yourself, but to others. Focus on the power of positivity, is what I'm getting from that. Focus on the power of positivity. Ace of Cups. There's a new love coming in. And this also doesn't have to be love. It can also be creativity, a passion project, creative project, new beginning on a creative project. Right? And this also could be the situation about divine timing, about them wanting to open yourself to love because there's a new one coming in. Okay, different stories, different timelines. Dreams are limitless. Yeah, your dreams are limitless and they want you to start chasing them. Get out of fear and start chasing them. To remember, to let go, and to move on. And it's ironically, it says the lost, right? Who said this? And I feel that might be somebody who is lost. Remember to let go and to move on. Let them find themselves. It said over here, I don't know who I am anymore. I have to let go, let you go to find myself. You know, it's okay to let go. All right? It's okay to let go, and it's okay for allow this person to find themselves and allow you to move on. Okay? However, you know, if it's about a Taurus or you are the Taurus, however that works out. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. And I really want to talk about this one. Okay, so whatever you think or believe about yourself and about your love life, about your dreams, what you want in life, how you think, feel, and believe about those within yourself, well, your reality is going to match that. Once you start changing how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself, what you believe about yourself, well, then your reality around you is going to start shifting to match that vibration. So if you believe you're unworthy, you believe you're not worthy of love, you believe it's never going to find you, you believe you're going to be alone, well, then your reality is going to be created to match that. So it's very, very important that you are really paying attention to your thoughts, your beliefs about yourself. Okay? Because you have the ability to paint and write your own story. Because it's all about your own beliefs about yourself. If you want to change your reality, you got to change within yourself. Stop thinking about boundaries as mean or wrong. Start to believe that they're a non-negotiable part of healthy relationships as well as self-care and wellness practice. If you're somebody who has issues with boundaries, okay, as part of your healing, they're very, very important, right? You can't continue to heal yourself when someone keeps invading and breaking you down by crossing your boundaries. So stop thinking about boundaries as mean or wrong. Start to believe they're a non-negotiable part of a healthy relationship as well as self-care and wellness practice. You need to have boundaries. Yeah, especially if this is a trauma bonded situation. Okay? You have the Four of Wands. This could be celebration. It could be a new home as well. I'm getting from this. Could be celebrating a new home. I'm also getting there, you know, this marriage. There, you know, this is also Four of Wands, is twin flame marriage. You could be meeting your twin flame as well. And then I have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, this could be you, Taurus, or somebody you're dealing with. Queen of Pentacles is someone who is solid, business owner, could be a business owner, could be someone who is financially secure, is somebody who is good all on their own. They're capable of maintaining a household, running the show, keeping everything in order. Okay, this could be you or a person you're dealing with. Someone who's solid and secure in who they are. They really they can handle everything on their own. You know, and this may be Spirit saying, you know, you are the Queen of Pentacles, and you can release this person, right? Release them and allow them to heal themselves, because you're really good all on your own, okay? Not all who wander are lost. Not all who wander are lost. And Spirit is saying you're not lost. I'm here. I'm here to help you, but you got to invite me in, right? You got to hear my messages. You got to hear the guidance. You can forgive some people without letting them back into your life. Apology accepted, access denied. Okay? Taurus, you may have somebody in your past that you need to forgive, right? In your life in the past. And for some of you, it's going to be this person that is trauma bonded to you, that you need to forgive them by not letting them back into your life. The apology is accepted, but you can't allow them back in, right? But you need to forgive this person, all right? Forgiveness is the key of letting go, releasing to all these things that have been holding you back. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. I'm seeing, the ocean here. And, I'm also hearing as you're moving forward, keep it simple. Right? Don't overthink things, I'm also hearing. Don't overthink things. Focus on the divine to help you through times of trouble, and trust in Him. And recognize this is a trauma bond. Okay? It's negatively affecting your life on both sides. Okay? And in order to allow the healing that needs to take place in one or both of you, we got to release this. Allow the divine to take control of the situation by surrendering. Okay? And remember to let go and move on. And trust. And remember to keep those boundaries. Okay? They're non-negotiable, and they're non-negotiable for a reason. Right? And if that person can't respect your boundaries, then you have to deny access altogether. Okay? It's for your own protection, for your own healing, right? Okay, I'm going to get you one more card. I feel like I want to get you an angel number, and I'm also going to get you a self-care card as well, because with what you're going through over here, this sorrow, you need some self-care as well. So let's see. Spirit, what does Taurus need to know? What angel number do they need to know right now? Okay, I got 666. You may be seeing, when you see this number, come back to this reading because it has a message for you in here that relates to where you are in your journey, okay? But it says, a wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. I am centered. So very, very important, Taurus, or somebody who's dealing with a Taurus. If you see this number, 666, you need to come back to this message because there's something in here that you're missing. And Spirit's trying to deliver you a wake-up call to re-examine your current situation. Okay? There might be something that you're missing. Okay? Very important on that. It's a very clear message. All right, let me get you a self-care card. Let's see. Hold on, Taurus. I'm trying to find my self-care cards. I thought I had them right here with me, but it doesn't look like I do. Oh, here they are. Hold on just a second, okay? All right. Sorry about that. All right, what does Taurus need to know for self-care right now? Okay, we have number 7, burning bowl ritual. Okay, this is, taking old memories, writing down things that happened to you that, you want to release. Write them down and burn them. There are other things that you can do to try to release those old wounds, right? Letting go, right? You can write them all down, tear them up. This is just an example. But they want you to get your emotions, your feelings down on paper. Talk about what's really hurting you that maybe you haven't shared with anybody, I'm getting. Get it down on paper. Speak to the divine about this. Write it down and speak it out loud to God. Hear the messages. Journal number 29. And that was just what I was saying, writing everything down and then burning it. Releasing it. Whatever you've got hidden deep down in with you needs to come up. And maybe for you, writing is the best way of doing it. Okay? But that is what Spirit is suggesting for your self-care. And at the bottom of the deck, we have number 35, which is meditate. Meditation would be another thing to do to help you heal from the situation, depending on what side of this you are on. Okay? But journal, writing everything down and burning it. Okay? Maybe, I got this real quick. The people that hurt you in your life, you may want to write them each a letter telling them what they did, how they made you feel, and it could be anyone. It could be friends, family, partners, exes, whatever. Write it all down as if you were going to mail it to them. And then read it out loud and burn it and release it. And feel the emotions that you need to feel when you write it and you release it. Okay, Taurus? I hope this is help. I hope this is giving you some insight and clarity on how to get what's going on in your love life and how to move forward with that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm sending you so much love and light, Taurus. I wish you the very best. Thank you. Bye.